Peace to all my we the people in the house. Peace. This is the United States private enterprise free state with a public announcement. All the people that so far that have taken the private bankers class, they know the power of having their own bank. So, if you want to know what the power is of having your own bank, you need to sign up and take this private bankers class. 407 300 5377. It's a 2-hour class. The class is $100. It's 9 sections to the class. It's hands-on training. The best time to take this class would be from Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., because that's the hands-on training, and you'll get all your documents that same day. So the power is that basically you can buy your own house through your bank, buy your own car through your bank. You can do a lot of things through your own bank. You won't need that commercial bank anymore when you have your bank set up. And that's, one of the greatest powers that you really need right now. And that power is private bank, private bank, private bankers class. So the 407 300 5377 private bankers class is a must, because that is one of the that is one of the biggest keys that that key is crucial on the playing board in this game, you know in commerce. Anybody that has their own bank, okay, is definitely 100% in the game. Okay, we show you everything on how to set that bank up, all the tools that you need, yada. And it doesn't matter what country or state you're in, because you're going to get it done after taking this class. That's the bottom line. That's how we roll here at the United States Private Enterprise Free State. So basically, get at the state. We give this class. It's a private bankers class. We have the judge class. We have the secured parties class. And we have the postmaster class. So we have all these classes. It's only 4 classes. They don't teach these classes in college, okay? So a 2-hour class for $100 is a drop in the bucket. If these classes were taught in college, you would be paying straight up, in a semester, probably what, $3,000, $4,000 just for that class, if this was in the commercial colleges. It's private. I'm in the private. The United States Private Enterprise Free State is private. Okay? I'm making it affordable for you, because I normally teach the class for $250, $300. I knocked it down so that you'll be able to take the class, but the other stuff you're going to have to pay for. The other $150, $200 was to pay for the documents that you needed. I was going to go and get that, but you can get it yourself. And it's all done the day you take that class. So, you really need to sign up for this class, because I'm not a guru, and I'm damn sure not a teacher. I am a banker. And as a banker, I am higher than a 33rd degree Mason, because all 33 degree Masons are bankers. So, private bankers class is putting you way at the top of your game. It's, taking you out of a certain status and putting you into another status. You know, a private bankers class is very essential. I was just listening to another cat today on the internet, and he was talking about, oh, he's going to get his private bankers yada up, but he still got to deal with his case with the Treasury. Personally, I think it's all bullshit, because, once you have your documents recorded on the file, on the record, banker, you got the bank, then there's, it's a process. Everything is a process, but it's your process where now you'll be able to handle all your business in your court. Nobody is going to be, stealing money from you, or derivatizing your securities, because you're depositing them into your bank. It's as simple as that. Yeah, you may think that I'm sounding foreign to you, but no, I'm not sounding foreign, because I've studied. And, if you're in the Mortemain account, you've taken a whole lot of steps to get there. Now, there was one cat, Patrick talked about that Mortemain account. I don't know if he was in it, but he talked about it. He told people certain things to do, how to get in it. And it is true. I'm in it. I did, there's one big step that you would have to do to access that Mortemain account. But then there's another step after that you have to do, because everybody has to be put on notice that you're in that account. But sometimes a lot of people may take it slow with that very last the very last people that they contact, because you want to make sure that everything is in proper order before you just go, jump off the ledge or jump off the fucking Empire State Building, because you want to be able to hit ground and know that everything is going to be right. You're going to have all your dough, yada, yada, yada. That is why private banking and setting up and taking this private bankers class is so important. I'm already in the Mortemain account, so I know what I'm talking about. Okay, straight up. Gurus can't tell you this. Teachers can't tell you this. Colleges can't tell you this. The only people that can tell you this is a banker, straight up. So you would have to most definitely get into this class. 407-300-5377. Okay, this class will definitely put you over the top and put you right where you need to be, straight up. Even if you're not ready for the class, you should be taking the class and have all those documents ready and prepared for when, you've done your other steps. Nobody's telling people about the banking side of this. People are just still, sucking off the nipple of the commercial bank. The commercial bank did the same thing that I'm teaching you. Well, that we're giving you in this the training that we're giving you in this private bankers class. They've done the same steps. That's why you may see a bank on a commercial street. It pops up, like Flagstar just popped up two weeks ago. They bought another bank out, yada. And it does take money. And if you know how to use a bond, that you have your certificate, if you know how to use that, then there's your bond for everything that you need to do. So But you got to know how to do it. And that's what we teach. That's what with the training is in this private bankers class. You know, this is a lifetime experience. And we deal with age 7 and up with this private bankers class. Because imagine your child at 7 learning this. So by the time your child is 13, they probably already have their bank talking about, Mom, how much money you need me to lend you? You know what I'm saying? That's the type of children that we want to have in a legacy. Children at 12 and 13 are talking about, they already got millions in their bank and know how to work a bank. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about learning and getting the training so that you can teach your children. You can teach whoever the hell you want to teach after this. That's what this private bankers class is all about. It's about getting the tools, depositing them in your toolbox, and because these tools are going to last you to the next 100 years, and the children after you may add something different to it. Who knows? But there are principles that we all go by. So basically, the bottom line is that now is the time, and private banking and private bankers class is a must, straight up. You got people that need houses. You got another cat there showing people how to buy their house. Yeah, why do you even need to go to a commercial bank to buy anything? Because they're only going to rob you. He should, basically, you supposed to have your own bank conducting your own business. Okay, everything is done by you, not anybody else. You don't want no one over you. You are the only one that's over you. And that's how you control your legacy. That's how you control your wealth. You know what I'm saying? And yes, there are steps that you're going to have to take to get there. I've done the steps. Nothing, this process, no, it's not a piece of cake. And no, some days you have your good days, some days you have your down days. But the bottom line is that you being free to live your life how you see fit to live your life, not somebody telling you that you have to get up at a certain time and clock their fucking clock and be on their time clock. And if you don't do the work right, you're fired. Fuck that. Straight up. Work your own shit. That's what it's all about. And if you choose to take on other accounts in your bank, that's up to you. There's levels at that too. You know what I'm saying? State banking, national banking, international banking, private banking. But you must start with the entry level. And the entry level is private banking because that's the easiest way to get in. So, 407-300-5377. Lost somewhere in New York. Straight up. That's what it's all about. Atlantis. Atlantis is New York, my people. Straight up. It's raining out here. That's what they do. They got to fuck your game up. However they want to mess the game up. Every time it rains out here, they just pouring more chemicals on the fucking soil, on the land, on you, yada, yada, yada. But that's the truth, straight no chaser. You definitely have to have an umbrella. I know some people love walking in the rain, but this type of rain that we have now is not the same rain as it was, before. This type of rain right now has all type of whatever in it that you don't know when it touches you, the inside the rain, the atoms in the rain, could be little fucking nanobites. And nanobites, you know, they go into the skin, they start replicating, body starts changing. And then you wonder why somebody just shot somebody because they didn't even know that they were under the influence of a nanobot. So, you know, it's crazy. Everything is crazy right now. But the only thing that is not crazy is building your legacy, and it's done through banking, straight up. Trust is great. Kudos for trust. But banking is all the way live, okay? You know, straight up. Banker and commercial bankers, you know, the ones that are in the commercial banks, they have to gain your trust, straight up. And they're going to derivatize you, securitize it, do whatever the fuck they got to do to make that 200% on the other side of the book ledger so that they can get their kickback at the end of the fucking year in December or every fucking quarterly. So, wouldn't you want to get your own dividends from your own bank? Shit, you can do that, but you have to have a bank and you have to have it set up. That's what you have to have. Now, when that's done, then you start thinking about a whole lot of other things. I'm going to buy my house. I'm going to buy my car. It's all going to be done through the bank, your bank, not nobody else's bank, where you're going to have to pay them every month on a mortgage or pay them every month on a car payment, because now you control the books, straight up. It's your own system. Talk to the system. That's how you get it done. You know, private banking and private bankers and bankers have a different mindset. Our mind doesn't think like the average person that you see walking down the street. We know that when we see a tree and it has a hole in it, one of them holes that you see, that is a womb. That means it's a female tree. Okay? Who did I learn that from? Reverend Mother Hasha Ali out in Westchester. Okay? True that. She has a nature walk. Tells everybody about all the trees, anything about it. She will definitely help you learn about it. She has a nature class and she takes you on a nature walk. So, my people, bankers know shit like that. Okay? You know, I know what she has. What does that have to do with banking? It has everything to do with banking. Because you plant a tree, that is your legacy. It grows and it grows branches and it branches off into other legacies of families. And that's how bankers have their banks in the system since 1800s, 1600s, because it was a legacy and they understood a legacy of money. When you understand how money moves and you understand a legacy of money, then you know what you have to do. You have to get into this private bankers class, 407 300 5377. True that. Private bankers class, all the way, all the way. Private bankers unite, private bankers stand up for your rights, because private banking is the only way to keep your money safe and know where it's at all times. Straight up. You learn a lot in this private bankers class. You learn things that you never even knew. Straight up. You know, you learn how to put it all together, because it's piece by piece by piece. And every piece fits into another piece. Okay? How do you think they created the game Monopoly? Why does the banker rule Monopoly? Because the banker takes all, straight up. If you're not the banker, then who are you? If you don't have a bank, then who is your bank? And why are they your bank? It's because you don't know. You don't know how to create your own. Because if you knew how to create your own, that's part of self government. Okay, you see certain places that we live in right now, they have a commercial bank. The Federal Reserve is part of the United States. The United States were prisoners of war from Europe who came here for freedom. They treat people just how they were treated back in Europe when they were slaves. So, what does that tell you? That you need to get free of the colonizer and do your own thing. Once you're free of the colonizer, they can no longer have any power over you and they don't bother you. It's true, but you have to know how to stand on your paperwork. Straight up. And what is paperwork? A square. Okay? It's a square. You can cut your paperwork into a circle and you can actually fit your paperwork into a circle. You could actually hand your paperwork in as a circle instead of a square. And they might say, well, that's different. Oh, we need to go check this out. The reason I'm saying this is because with my paperwork that I needed to get notarized, because you always need to get your shit notarized in their court system when you have to take over accounts in their court system. So the clerk, the notary is looking at it, the paper, the affidavit. Oh, I've never seen an affidavit like this before. You know, so nervous putting on her fresh act and like, this is act. So, oh, I never seen paperwork like this. Somebody else and them see this notary comes back. Oh, we gotta get somebody to come downstairs. Piece of wait. She's sitting there talking. Oh, we never seen this before. Yada yada yada. Okay, it's 10 minutes. Another lady comes down from upstairs. Guess she's the head notary of the department. She says she takes the paper. She looks at it. She's reading it. She was like, yeah, we can do this. All we're doing is acknowledging it. That's it. I don't need, straight up. So they signed off on it. But it's an act. They have to go through the motions of the act, make it seem like, they have the power over you to do this. No, motherfucker, you don't have the power. All you need to do is notarize this shit. Let me get the fuck on up out of here. Straight up. Because they already know who the fuck I am. And they know that all my paperwork, they used to be able to derivatize my shit. They can't derivatize my shit no more in the courthouse because I started putting my motherfucking UPCs on it and the fucking QR code. So the motherfuckers can't derivatize my shit no more. Straight up, because they see who it comes from now. So, basically, so I got that shit signed off on because you got to have an affidavit on unblocking that account. If you really read the process that they're putting people through on to unblock the account, if you really go in the search engine has thousands of lawyers that they're telling you to go get to unblock your account at the Treasury. They're telling you to go get a lawyer. Don't get no lawyers to unblock your account, because if the lawyer's going to put you down as incompetent, and they're still going to take your fucking money, whatever's in the account, they're going to take a percentage of it, or they might say some bullshit to you. Basically, if you get you a lawyer to unblock that account for the Treasury, they're going to put you down as incompetent. And you fought so hard to be competent. Now you go back to being incompetent. Self-government is always you handling your own affairs through your own court. No matter what you got to do, you cannot get their lawyers because you will be incompetent on their books, straight up, on their record. So you cannot do no shit like that. And I can say this because, I'm an honorable judge on the record. So it ain't, this is not for fuck entertainment purposes. This is truth, life, and facts, straight up. We don't even go there with that dumb shit. So it's not about you even getting cocky with it. It's about you staying with it. It's about you knowing who you are with it and knowing that nobody can tell you nothing different because you've gone through and you've fought the fight and you're still standing and you're here to tell your truth. That's the bottom line. Nobody can take your truth away from you. And if you let somebody take your truth away from you, then it wasn't your truth from the first place. So basically, whatever they did to you while you was going through your process of getting free, and now you're free, you're standing, you're in that private bank now, you're doing what you got to do, or you're on your way to getting your private bank set up, yada. Whatever you got to do, you got to go and do it. This takes money, straight up. So you're going to have to spend money because they had to spend money. But them motherfuckers used our money to build what you see in front of you. They used your BC, my BC. They took the wealth of our wealth and they built on top of our land, and they refaced everything to put themselves into the books. So now you have to pick up your pen and rewrite yourself back into the book because they put you out and they put you incompetent and they put you lost at sea. They labeled you an idiot, everything that you could think of. That's what they did. And then they stole your legacy. Private banking, private bankers class is all about taking back your legacy, straight up. Because if you don't take it back, it will be forever in their court. And their court are kangaroo courts that will railroad you every time you go in them. Okay? So that's what we have a judge class all about. That judge class is $100. It's a 2-hour class. Secured party class is $100. That's a 2-hour class. The private bankers class, that is a 2-hour class. It's $100. Like I said, you ain't going to learn this in college. Nobody will tell you this. And if they do, they will get fired real quick. They won't have a motherfucking job because all the college professors have to follow a protocol within the education system. If they bypass that protocol, they will lose their license and get fired and won't be able to be hired in the United States. They will have to leave the United States and go and find another job in another college or wherever they're going to teach. So, this shit is no joke. And if you really think that you're going to dog these niggas out, you ain't going to dog nobody out because the system is a chip. It's a chip that has space that must be filled. You can fill the space of that chip with anything that you program it with. Just how a human has a pineal gland. A pineal gland is a chip that has information that's programmed into it. So, if you don't understand that, then you will be forever lost at sea, and by the time you get to private banking class, most of the people that have already taken this class, shit, them niggas is already on their way. You must wake up, and you must wake up now, because there won't be too many private bankers trying to tell you anything about any process, because, you know, these niggas will shut shit down quick if they think that someone is coming to take their money that's not even their money or currency. You see, missing adult 2002 10 Ultima, New York registration CZ0 4820. That's 3 missing persons in 1 week here in New York, Atlantis. 3 people have gone missing. 3 cars have gone missing in 1 week in New York. Okay, so you see, body parts are definitely needed. Niggas is selling body parts on the black market. They're fucking prostituting people on the black market. Straight up. This shit ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke. Shit. What the fuck? So my people, if you really, really, really want to take control of your own life, you will definitely be in this private bankers class. 407 300 5377. Okay, straight up. It's a 2-hour class, hands-on training. You get all your documents that day that you take the class. If it's between Monday and Friday, between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m., you will have all your documents. If it's after that time, some of your documents. If it's on a Saturday and Sunday, some of your documents. So, what more do you want me to tell you? So, in Atlantis, somewhere lost in New York, you know, you know, there's a lot going on. There is a lot going on that people really don't even know about. But when you take classes from a banker, you will know more than you know from a guru or a teacher or college. Straight up. So my people, I'm about to get on up out of here in a minute. You will have to listen to this if you want to be on top of your game, if you want financial stability and wealth and longevity. You too will be in this private bankers class. United States Private Enterprise Free State gives the class. It's been a public announcement. 407 300 5377 to get into the private bankers class, secured party class, judge class, and postmaster class. This has been a public announcement.